Alright, the sun is just coming up. Got another muskrat hind leg catch on my long spring. Nice. Alright, time to get busy. Alright, got another one in my 1.5 quill spring here. He wasn't getting out of that trap, as a heavy one too, but he knocked him over he set off my other long spring on this side. So 2 feed bed catches this morning, bright and early. Nice. It's a pretty good size rat, this one. Okay. Got him in a hind foot catch. Perfect on the foot. But looked like something had to go at him. Look it. What the hell? I cut my pelt open. Oh well. Okay, quick before work update. Got 2 more rats off of feed bed, so the plan to switch my trap sets, what that worked out. I had another rat on that first feed bed that I caught on, and a second rat on that second feed bed that I caught on. It looked like something had to go at that second rat. His chest was cut open a little bit, but I don't know what that was. Might have been a turtle, although it's a little cold for turtles, but it didn't look like a raptor. You know, there was still, he wasn't ripped to pieces, but that's the disadvantage with trapping them in such shallow water. The raptors can see them when they float, and then they'll come down and eat them. But yeah, the stake drowner set seemed to be working a lot. One muskrat was still alive when I got there. He got caught up in the weed, and he didn't get down the drowner far enough. He was caught up in the hydrilla. But successful morning check, and yeah, that switch around in tactics seemed to work. So feed beds are how we're going to hit them. I know there's at least 3 or 4 left, so I think I got about half of them now. So we'll keep working at it. All right, time to go to work. Well, here's a first. Caught a muskrat in a trail. You can see how far back I am from the edge of the water right there. There's the edge of the water where the spotlight is. I'm 3 feet back. I had the conifer in the trail here on the side of the bank. And there he is. Got us a muskrat. Oh. Hold on here. There we go. Oh, a nice one. Suitcased him. We're 155. That was a good catch. He's bone dry. That's a perfect catch. Alright, let's get him out. Glad of that. I thought I caught all the rats here. I haven't been seeing much activity. No trails, no rat activity at night, no activity on the feed beds, nothing. I actually had taken down all my my feed bed sets. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, so all right, pleased with that. Not too often you get a dry muskrat. All right, there's our remake. You can see I just had it on the very edge of the bank. Just a little, it's almost like a little miniature slide, like a beaver trail where they're coming up and out of the grass here. Coming up from the pond. And yeah, you gotta change tactics when you have low water. That caught the muskrat. There he is. Nice. Hopefully we get a mink roaming around like that, slides in one. Actually, I was going to pull all these traps tonight. I was going to take these traps out of here and let the pond sit for a little bit and see if any more rats came in, but I'm going to leave them here now and see what happens. See if we get another one. That's a nice one. All right. Deer season, gun season opens tomorrow for deer. Ooh, it is chilly tonight. Well, a little bit of change in tactics definitely improved my catch. I was originally catching the muskrats on feed beds. I've had traps on trails in the pond, and they're not using them. And I'm pretty sure what they're doing is they're crossing in and out of the ditch that's next to the pond that goes down to the creek. I'm not seeing traffic in the channels that are in the pond, because almost none of those channels can make it into a bank den, because the water has recessed so far back from the edge. So what I did was I put in trail sets right on the bank, right on the edge, water edge of the pond, where you can see like the muddy bellies have been coming in and out of the pond. And I think what they're doing is they're coming out of the pond and they're eating the grass on the edge of the pond at night, or they're walking between the ditch, which is full of reeds like bulrushes and stuff, and the water from the creek. That's how they're actually coming into the pond. They're using that ditch as a highway. So they're coming from the creek that's behind the pond up the ditch and then into the pond. But I don't know if there's I can't see any active channels in the pond at all. So I think that's what they're doing. They're bridging the dam along the edge of the pond, where between the ditch and the pond, and they're passing in there. Now that's the first one I've caught in one of those trails. I left those trail sets in there in case I got a mink that was came up the bank, that was zigzagging into those trails, looking for muskrats. Now all of the muskrats that I've trapped out of the pond I caught on feed beds, all of them in foothold traps. So now I'm after getting him in a body gripper trap in a trail. So I'll leave them there for another little bit yet and see if I get another one. Because my first 2 checks I had rats. Second 2 checks I had no rats. Now this check I've had no other rats. So I don't think there's too many more. There may be one more rat in that pond. I have time. They might work back up the creek and then come back into the pond again. But I can check it over the winter. Pretty soon it's late November. It's almost December, so we're gonna get ice pretty soon. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a film of ice on that pond in the morning. It's pretty cold out. What is the thermometer in my van says it's 33, so it's just above freezing. But yeah, I'll leave those traps there for a little bit and see what happens. Just shows you have to sometimes change tactics to make catches, I guess. That's the best way of putting it. All right, see you on the next one. Okay, here we go. Pulling some muskrat traps out of some ice. Super sketchy. It's pretty thick actually there. There we go. I do not want to take a spill in this water. We got an inch, maybe. No more rats though. Last one was that one in that crossover. You can see my drowning wire right there under the water. Look, my trap is in the ice here. Okay, I'm gonna get this out, and we may come back. Although I'm after walking the edge of the pond here, and I haven't seen any bubble trails. I've been looking, no bubble trails. So I got all the rats out, which is what I intended to do. And maybe we'll trap the creek later on. All right, that's it for the muskrats for now. Unless I take a swim in this frozen pond, the muskrats might take me prisoner.